Boom! Yes folks, Hume again. How are you going? Election selection continues. In this video we're talking about Pointe-à-Pierre. We're going down south. Alright, this is our first trip to the Southland since we started the election selection series. We have been in Tobago, we have been on the East-West corridor, we have been in Central. So we're touching south for the first time. We have some more seats in south to consider, but we will get to that later. So we're talking about Pointe-à-Pierre. Alright? What we can say about Pointe-à-Pierre? Pointe-à-Pierre is a pretty straightforward case. There isn't really too much to talk about where Pointe-à-Pierre is concerned. The last time PNM would have won in Pointe-à-Pierre would have been in 1991. Alright? When that was the beginning of the first Manning administration. Alright? The MP at the time was Sir Rajaram, and he would have passed away sometime between 1991 and 1995. We had a by-election and the PNM lost that by-election, and then the next time the PNM won the Pointe-à-Pierre seat was in 2007. Alright, the MP at that time was Christine Kangaloo. That was the first election where we had 41 seats in the parliament. Alright, so we're going to go back now to the graph, but before we do that, we're going to make the forecast, and the projection for 2020 for Pointe-à-Pierre. I'm going to put Pointe-à-Pierre in the UNC column. Alright, because when you look at the trends and you see what has been happening, it's difficult to come to any other conclusion than that, barring anything big happening on the ground, which is quite possible, you never know, the Pointe-à-Pierre seat should go to the UNC in the 2020 general election. So let me go to the graph now and see what is taking place over there. Nice. So we're here with the graph, and as you can see, from 2007 going all the way down to 2015, the Pointe-à-Pierre seat has always been held by the UNC in terms of number of votes. So the yellow line has always been on top of the red line, even though in 2007 the PNM would have won the seat. But remember, Pointe-à-Pierre was one of those seats in 2007 where we had the splitting of votes between the COP and the UNC, where the PNM would have won 7,427 votes, and there was a split between the UNC and the COP. There was 6,136 versus 3,740, right? For some strange reason, I didn't write down which one was which, so I'm not going to take the liberty of saying which one was 6,136 and which one was 3,740, right? I will go back into that, and I will probably put it up on the post on Facebook once I upload the video. So, because of the splitting of the votes in 2007, the PNM was able to run away with that seat. Alright? However, if you add the two votes from the non-PNM camp in 2007, you get a total of 9,876 votes, which is more than the 7,427 by 2,449. So in other words, the PNM would have polled just under 2,500 less than the non-PNM in 2007. But because of the splitting of the votes between the UNC and the COP, the PNM actually won the seat in 2007. Fast forward to 2010. Alright, in the midst of the nationwide anti-PNM, anti-Manning sentiment, the percentage for the non-PNM vote in Pointe-à-Pierre went up to 60.8, and the PNM went down from 42.6 to 38.7. And then of course, fast forward to the 2015, when we had a nationwide anti-UNC, anti-Kamala sentiment, and you see that reflected in the drop from 60.8% to 54.3%. That is a drop of 6.5% actually. That is huge. That is a drop of 6.5% in the non-PNM vote between 2010 and 2015. And by the same token, you had a rise of 7%. The PNM vote jump from 38.7 to 45.7. That is a jump of 7% between 2010 and 2015. That too is pretty huge. So you see massive movement in the Pointe-à-Pierre seat between 2010 and 2015. However, because this gap was so big, even a big drop here and a big rise here, you still ended up with a situation where the UNC would have won the seat with a voter turnout of 54.3% and a voter turnout of 45.7% for the PNM, resulting in them coming off second best here. Now, if this trend continues, then based on my projections here, I have the PNM at, I have the non-PNM, sorry, at 54.9%, which is a slight jump up from 54.3%, and I have the PNM at 45.4%, which is a slight drop from 45.7%. So basically what we're saying based on this graph is that the movement between 2015 and 2020 may not be as huge as it was between 2010 and 2015, and in that case it favors the non-PNM coalition, which in this case is the UNC, which we see them winning by a total of just about 55 to 45% thereabouts. Alright, of course, depending on what happens on the 10th of August, the figures might stray a little bit from the figures that we projected here. But all in all, I think it is fair and reasonable to project based on the historical patterns available to us, based on the regular order, barring anything massive happening on the ground, we could say that the Pointe-à-Pierre seat should go to the UNC, perhaps by an even closer margin than this, depending on what happens between the two parties. Or maybe the margin might open up, because you remember dealing with incumbency on the part of the PNM. So you might have a falling off here and a rise here. Who knows? It's hard to tell at this point. But all in all, I think it's fair to say that the Pointe-à-Pierre seat would go to the UNC in 2020. So back to the whiteboard now to wrap up this video. Good. So you see the graph for Pointe-à-Pierre, right? Pretty straightforward. No set of debate or discussion there. Of course, the respective campaigns on the ground will be doing everything in their power to make sure that the actual result goes in their favor. All right, but we discussing what we see and what we have. So that's basically it. Not too much more to say where that is concerned. So I want to wind up the video as always with a little plug for my mathematics online setup where the CSEC exam in January is concerned. All right, so people in Pointe-à-Pierre and surrounding areas, right, if you or anybody you care about doing the CSEC exam in January 2021, then I would suggest very strongly, quite apart of any consideration of coming on my platform, that you start now. Don't wait until January. Sorry, don't wait until September or October or the end of August before you start your preparation. Start your preparation now. Alright, you want to give yourself as much time as possible to make your preparations, to make whatever little adjustments you had to make, and to put yourself in the best possible position to get the job done. Alright, and of course, if you want to come online, if you want to go online, if you want to utilize some kind of online service, there is my online platform, which you could always find out more about by checking the Facebook page Hume. You can send a WhatsApp. You'll see the link. You'll see the little symbol on this video to send a message. Send a message, go on the page, send a message, alright, and find out more and get on board. Alright, it's a nice platform. We already done Pythagoras theorem, we finished trigonometry, and we have a whole lot of other things coming up. The basic bottom line is that as we do a topic, we're not going back to do that topic. If you had to go back and do it, you have the videos, you can check it. Questions, answers, everything, and yes, we will incorporate some live online sessions as well as we go along. And of course, for the people doing admats, stick around. We have something coming up for you all shortly as well. And as I go, I want to make one plug for a business that is not mine, but I want to make a plug for a business that is in the Pointe-à-Pierre constituency, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, and that business is Better Sell Mobile and Electronics Store, I believe. Right, the location is opposite Burger King. And let me dig up in my phone to get the number here. Hold on. Okay, the number is 286-2088. All right, that number again, 286-2088. That is the number to call. Better Sell Electronics and Mobile Store. Anything cell phone and cell related, that is the man to check in and around the Pointe-à-Pierre constituency. Alright, just a reminder, it is in Marabella proper on the Southern Main Road, opposite Burger King. Not hard to find, but call the number. Let me call the number again. Hold on. The number is, yes, I'm checking on my phone, and that is where I got my phone as well too. 286-2088, Better Sell Electronics and Mobile Store. Right, so with that, we wrap up this video on Pointe-à-Pierre, and we're gonna keep doing this for all the marginal sticks going forward. So I want to encourage you to stay locked on, keep in tune, stay on board, tell other people this is serious stuff we're doing here. This is not obia, all right? And we're taking a deeper interest in our own electoral process. We're taking on board things that would have happened before, things that we know at present, and we're looking to see what will happen going forward in the future. All right? So keep good, take care, stay in touch, and we have plenty more coming your way.